So it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and dale to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, because comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie.
Well, good morning, my friends, and welcome to Writing Songs with Shakespeare. I am your friendly neighbourhood Shakespeare, and let's write some sonnets together this morning. You can join me right here on the facebook.com/Shakespeare Approves, on YouTube at youtube.com/Shakespeare Approves, or even on twitch.tv/Nat21 Adventures. And that was the bumper you just watched. if you tuned into the show early. But I'd like to thank you all for joining us right here. You can also follow me on all the other social medias, of course. Facebook.com/Shakespeare Approves, Instagram at Shakespeare.approves, Twitter at Shakespeare Approves, and even TikTok. Because, yeah, why not Shakespeare have a TikTok? If you want to support the show, you can do so. You can support the Nat21 channel by going to patreon.com/Nat21 Adventures, become a Patreon saint. You can support me, my show, directly at coffee.com/Shakespeare. Go to patreon.com/Shakespeare and become a Patreon of the arts. And a couple things that I've been neglecting. I'm about to sneeze. Very professional. But I was able to hit that mute button just in time. A couple of things I want to mention real quick. We do have sponsors for the Nat21 Adventures channel, and they include Penny Dragon Publishing, the publishers of Bag of Holding, the Ren Adventures D&D tours. You can join us in Scotland in July 2022 to play D&D in a castle. And you can get more info on that at renadventures.com. Little Empires and also Goblonia. You can support the channel and support the show by supporting those wonderful sponsors. But also the best sponsors of all are you. You keep the show going. So thank you for that, my friends. You are all of you amazing. And it looks like most of you are here on Twitch this morning. Screaming Dragon, good morrow, Johnny O, Wakey, Shake and Bakey. So David Percival, good morrow, Sally. And Sally says that Johnny O is so lively this morning, and Johnny said the kid has required a bunch of energy to get moving, so he still has it. Well done, you. But let's write a sonnet together, shall we? Let's go into it. What is a sonnet? Well, a sonnet is a poem. It's a 14-line poem that has 3 4-line stanzas. Now, the first line rhymes with the third line. So line A rhymes with line C. And then the second line rhymes with the fourth line. So line B rhymes with line D. And you repeat that for the first 3 stanzas. And then you close it all off with a rhyming couplet. The entire thing is written in iambic pentameter, and that means it's 10 syllables per line, but you can go to 11 syllables, which is hendacasyllabic if the need arises. Clear as mud? I thought so. So let's get down to it. What are we writing about today? You let me know what we're writing about. Throw your suggestions into the comments, because this is a collaborative work of art that we are creating here today. So throw it into the comments and we will all decide together. In the meantime, oh, there we go. Thank you. I feel like there's an engineer this morning. I'm surprised myself with hitting the button. You can, of course, support the show at coffee.com/Shakespeare. Become a Patreon of the art at patreon.com/Shakespeare. And while your suggestions are coming up, I also want to let you know to please join me at the Louisiana Renaissance Festival. And now through December 12th. Yes, we have 4 more weekends to go. It is going to be wonderful, because it has been wonderful so far. And of course, you can join me on Tuesday nights on Nat21 Adventures at twitch.tv/Nat21 Adventures. So let's see what your suggestions say we are writing about this morning. Johnny O says we should be writing about Alexa. Oh, continually going for your AI. Sally says a bad hair day. Hey, Sally, why are we talking about this? Why we gotta hate? We could write a birthday sonnet for David. It is his 52nd birthday. Well, many happy returns, David. And he is saying, write about my birthday. You're not greedy at all. Well, many happy returns to you. That is something we could write about. Screaming Dragon says we could write about what we are thankful for. That's right. Next Thursday already is Thanksgiving. So that is something we could potentially write about. So, yes. So, we have Alexa, bad hair days, David's birthday, and giving thanks. Those are 4 good suggestions. Let's vote in the comments. You let me know what we are writing about. So please, let's vote for that. Just some guys throwing in a 5th one. How about Black Friday Madness? Oh, speaking of, I'll be doing a show on Black Friday at the Louisiana Renaissance Festival. That's right. Black Friday, that festival is live. So do come and join for that. So Black Friday Madness, Sally's Frizz for her bad hair day, David's birthday, giving thanks, and Alexa. Those are our choices. I have my 2 thoughts. I have my 2 thoughts on that, but I'm not going to share them at the moment. I'm going to let you all figure it out. Sally's asking, where am I going to be after Louisiana Renaissance Festival? I'm doing a 1-day only show. Once again, with the same folks who gave us the Shakespeare Renaissance Festival, and that is going to be in Stratford, Connecticut. I'm at the Stratford Shakespeare Marketplace on Sunday, December 19th, I believe. Final confirmation for that coming in soon. And then I take a break. Yes, I'll be doing some school shows. Maybe your private event, and that is about it. And then I go down to Texas and start the year off down there for 2022 for large-scale performing. So yes, I will be there doing the Scarborough Renaissance Festival, excuse me. So I'm not seeing any new votes come in though. So one more time. Choices are Alexa, Bad Hair Day, aka Sally's Frizz, David's 52nd birthday, giving thanks, or Black Friday Madness. All right. Executive decisions about to happen, people, because we are several minutes into the show. We are 10 minutes in. All right. So let us decide here. All right. One more thing, dear friends. We are going to be doing a special live show. Yes, special live show of Shakespeare's Coffee Break. It's going to be coming from Courtyard Cafe, and that will be happening hopefully next Wednesday morning. We'll be doing the first one, and then another one on my actual birthday, not Shakespeare's birthday observed, but Shakespeare's birthday actual, which this year is Wednesday, December 8th. So I do hope that you're able to tune in for those. Helly over here in the comments says, hello, she has managed to not intentionally keep her office days on Thursdays, but finally she has had time to join more. Hello, Helly. Good to have you here from Europe. Well met. And then David is giving thanks should be next week. Well, I'm not doing a show next week. Johnny O says the tension is mounting. Well, David's asking for it directly, so let us write about his birthday. All right, so let's do that. Let us write about David's 52nd birthday. Let's do... Oh, goodness gracious. I'm not going to go there. David's 52nd birthday. All right. All right. Thirsty bugger you, David. All right. And that is what we're going to do. So it's right there, ode to, because every sonnet is an ode to something. So today it is an ode to David's 52nd birthday. And over here you see Candy Jar. Candy Jar is where we put the lines that we like, are possible lines, but we don't quite know what to do with them yet or where they will go. Or even sometimes if we use them. David is quite happy. Yay! He says, probably flailing his Muppet arms. Johnny O is suggesting line. 52 years ago, David was born. 52 years ago, David was born. That is a good line. Let's get it into this candy jar. 52 years ago, David was born. All right. Stop throwing your line suggestions into there. And I'm also going to open a rhyming dictionary. Rhyming dictionary is incredibly helpful to just help the brain work a little bit easier when we are making the things that we want to make. So, for instance, things that rhyme with born include born, as in to be carried. Corn, dawn. So we could rhyme Michael Dawn with you. Horn, mourn, or the other morn. So in the early morn, or I mourn for the loss of your youth. Scorn, shorn, sworn, thorn, adorn, torn, worn, bighorn, and then lots of other compound words. Dearborn, buckthorn, careworn, things like that. To forewarn. So lots of good suggestions. Just so I can't recommend using a rhyming dictionary enough. Sally says, more than half a century is not old. So more than half a century is not old. 10. Fantastic, Sally. More than half a century is not old. More than half a century's no longer old. Let's make that 11. We're going to go hendacasyllabic on that one. More than half a century is no longer old. Goliath says, no one names their kid for me. Goliath says, no one names their kid for me. 11 from Dan Wenzel. That is fun. Goliath says, no one names their kid for me. Yeah, everyone's always David. All right. So, all right, let's start throwing these in here. 52 years ago, David was born. Is either a very good opening line or a very good ending line. So let us throw that in to start. 52 years ago, David was born. His parents celebrated, saying yippee. Here's a good placeholding line. His parents celebrated, saying yippee. That's 11. So his parents celebrated, saying yippee. And even though his mother's uterus was torn, no. Some folks at this age, their youth they do more. Oh yes, I like that. Some folks at this age, their youth they do mourn. Goliath says, no one names their kid for me. All right. So here's our first stanza at the moment, my friends. So, 52 years ago, David was born. His parents celebrated, saying, Yippee! Some folks at this age, their youth they do mourn. Goliath says, No one names their kids for me. And if you have a better second line, please throw that in because mine's ridiculous. All right, let's continue. Dan Wenzel also has another new line: "Age ain't nothing but laps around the sun." So, age ain't nothing but laps around the sun, which goes really well with "more than half a century is no longer old." Oh yeah, those two lines go very well together. Celebrate the years you've been on Earth. That would go really well with those two as well. Celebrate the years you've been on the Earth. Celebrate the years you've been on the Earth. All right. So, more than half a century is no longer old. Seems like a great opening for the second stanza. And then age ain't nothing but laps around the sun. Fantastic. Bring up the party hats and ice cream too. So Screaming Dragon. Bring out the party hat and ice cream too. Means nothing, but he's a Scorpio. It means nothing, but he's a Scorpio. Ooh, Scorpio. It means nothing. He's a Scorpio. All right. So, we're looking, of course, for rhymes at the moment for old and son. Also, if you have one for no one names their kid for me, instead of on my current line of his parents celebrated saying yippee. Let's see. Throw in there. But Sally says, live life today because old age isn't fun. Yeah, I know a bunch of people who would disagree with that, but live life today because old age isn't fun. Was his coming a thing that was foretold? Oh, fun, Dan Wenzel. Was his coming a thing that was foretold? And Johnny, voyage through time like travel through the sea, the close of the 20th century. Close of the 20th century. Ooh, Johnny-O. Boom, here we go. Near the close of the 20th century. Hendak Slavic. Very good. And was this coming a thing that was foretold? Ooh. This will be fun. Hmm. Or is prophecy a thing he shuns, says Dan, which would follow the foretold line. All right, let's. I was wondering if it was that, but I'm. I like that, but I want to try something that goes with Sally's. Is prophecy a thing he shuns? I like that, but I also want to try something here with Sally's. And live life today because old age isn't fun. But instead of old age isn't fun, I want to try live life today. Oh, oh, Johnny, I just fixed it already. Um, so, so much of the race has yet to be run. So much of the race has yet to be run. Yes, that works. So much of the race has yet to be run. Um, so here's the thing. I actually want to take this. I want to take this line and I want to put it with the foretold. And then I think Scorpio. So we need a new line right here. We're gonna take that. I'm gonna put it. Was this coming a thing of foretold, or is prophesying a thing he shuns? Because I think that's a fun thing that goes together. All right. And if you hear any other voices in the background, it's because I'm in a shared house. I'm here in Louisiana.
Yeah, no,
So
I don't dictate. I don't dictate the software, but I have the DBA backup.
that's that's funny, Dan. Once all at a midlife crisis, our David lolled, LOL'd or lolled. I like this line I just read. All right. Knowing at this stage all that glistens is not gold. So what we have at this moment, 52 years ago, David was born near the close of the 20th century. Some folks of this age, their youth they do mourn. Goliath says, no one names their kids for me. More than half a century is no longer old, aging nothing but laps around the sun. Knowing at this stage all that glistens is not gold, so much of this race has yet to be run. Was his coming a thing that foretold, or is prophecy a thing he shuns? So, two more lines to go with this. Oh, I like this. At this age, pursue life, roll on, be bold. David, I'm glad that you're enjoying this so far. Oh, excellent day. Excellent, Dan Wenzel. There we go. So, what we have thus far, my friends. 52 years ago, David was born, near the close of the 20th century. Some folks of this age, their youth they do mourn. Goliath says, no one names their kids for me. More than half a century is no longer old. Age ain't nothing but laps around the sun. Knowing at this stage all that glistens is not gold, so much of the race has yet to be won. What is coming a thing that was foretold, or is a prophecy a thing he does shun? At this age, pursue life, roll on, be bold, for this day David is the chosen one. Oh, all right. I think we have a closer here. So, celebrate the years you've been on Earth. All right, I think we might have it. Right. 52 years ago, David was born near the close of the 20th century. Some folks this age, their youth they do mourn. Goliath says no one names a kid for me. More than half a century is no longer old. Age ain't nothing but laps around the sun. Knowing at this stage all that glistens is not gold, so much of the race has yet to be run. Was his coming a thing that was foretold, or was prophecy a thing he does shun? At this age pursue life, roll on, be bold, for this day David is the chosen one. Celebrate the years you've been on the earth. Today have cake, ice cream, and friends of good mirth. I'm rather happy with that. I hope you are too. So, and the title is It Means Nothing, but he's a Scorpio. Great line. All right. This is fun. All right, friends, we have done a good thing. We have written a birthday poem for our dear friend David, friend of the show, often contributor here. So, 18th. All right, my friends. So, David, here is your birthday poem. So, we'll throw music behind it as well in just a moment. that's gonna be a delight. So, and let me. What I'm gonna do is save it, export this as a PDF real quick, and then goodness gracious, and then I can screenshot it and bring it up on screen and do all the other fun things. So, you're quite welcome, David. So, just a moment, my friends. And then we will be able to do a fun reading of it in just with music behind it. So, what we actually need to choose a fun birthday font for this. So, what is our font today? Is it marker? Let's see. What does that look like? No, that's terrible. Do we go with one of our standards? Ooh, makes it look very fancy. Tratello. Ooh, that is very fancy. I think that might be it. All right. And so what we'll do then is, how do we go into 2 columns? Range. Can I do columns here? Or is that just something I'll have to do later? Well, that might just be something I do later. All right. right. Squeeze and delight, he says. All right, and let's load and see. Part of the fun of this show is just bringing it, getting all up. Seeing all of the background that I'm doing. I'm just like, oh, I narrate how I do things. So, let's see here. All right, let's get music going back again. All right. And then we can give David some music, some theme music rather, for his birthday poem. So, boom! Oh, there we are. So, and there we go. That looks nice. So, all right, David. Well, so that is what we will do in just a moment. But first, friends, before we end the show, as we are, I'd just like to thank you all for joining me here today. I'm here almost every Thursday morning on facebook.com/Shakespeare Approves, youtube.com/Shakespeare Improves, and twitch.tv/Nat21 Adventures. And special thanks to Nat21 Adventures for hosting the show. You can support that channel by going to patreon.com/Nat21 Adventures and support the show by supporting their sponsors, Penny Dragon Publishing, the Run Adventures D&D Tours, Little Empires, and Goblonia, as well as Lady Answer's Yuletide Monsters Advent Calendar. Get that. Also, friends, if you would like to support me specifically, you can by going to coffee.com/Shakespeare. It's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare, and buy me a cuppa. Or go to my Patreon, patreon.com/Shakespeare. Tiers start at $3, go all the way up to $30, and everyone does get the same rewards. And then go to my various social medias: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and again, also the Facebook and the YouTube. Like and subscribe. Click the bell, ring the bell, do something with the bell. Go do that. We wrote a good poem here today, and we're going to go through that. And David, again, very, very happy birthday. As let's start the final music here. Music, of course, is brought to us by the Jackdaws. Thanks to them. Go listen to them on Spotify. But our final reading of the poem for today, let's go through it right now. It means nothing, but he's a Scorpio. 52 years ago, David was born, near the close of the 20th century. Some folks of this age, their youth they do mourn. Goliath says, "No one names their kids for me." More than half a century is no longer old. Age ain't nothing but laps around the sun. Knowing at this stage all that glistens is not gold, so much of the race has yet to be run. Was his coming a thing that was foretold, or is prophecy a thing he does shun? At this age, pursue life, roll on, be bold, for this day, David is the chosen one. Celebrate the years you've been on the earth. Today, have cake, ice cream, and friends of good mirth. Thanks very much for joining us, dear friends, and enjoy this beautiful day. Get out and do something great. Do something wonderful for someone else. But in the meantime, just know that I love you, you love me. There's mutual glorious affection. I'll see you at the Louisiana Renaissance Fair this weekend. But until then, bye.